All right, so let's talk about convergence of a series. This says let S subscript N be U1, U2, U3, U1 plus U2 plus U3 plus up to the sum of the nth term. So Sn is the sum of the first n terms of a series. Now, if the lim to infinity, if the lim as n approaches infinity of Sn is S, the series is convergent and the series converges to S. If the limit of Sn as S approaches infinity is equal to infinity, or if the limit of Sn as n approaches infinity is equal to minus infinity, or if the limit of Sn as n approaches infinity does not exist, then the series is divergent. Example 21. Given that Sn, because this would be Sn is the sum of the first n terms from R is equal to 1 to n of R is equal to n into n plus 1 over 2. Given this, is the series convergent? To find out if the series convergent, we have to find the lim as n approaches infinity of Sn, which is the same as the limit as n approaches infinity of n into n plus 1 over 2. Now, by direct substitution, we can say that the limit as n approaches infinity of Sn is equal to infinity into infinity plus 1 over 2, which essentially is basically still what? Infinity. So is it convergent? I would say no. All right, so as I was saying, the answer would be no. Sn, the series is not convergent. All right, so we can have a look at example 22. All right, example 22. Now, example 22 says, given that the sum of the first n minus 1 term, because apparently this is from R is equal to what? 1. I'm wondering if that impacts it in any way. And why? Well, definitely R can't be 1. If R is going to be 1, so it must be from when R is equal to what? And I'm guessing it's okay. It is not like we're using a formula where the formula has to start from when R is equal to what? 1. So I'm guessing it is okay. So this is the sum of the first what? Nth term. The first term being when R is equal to what? 2. Is given by this formula. We're being asked, is the series convergent? To find out if the series convergent, we need to find the limit as n approaches infinity of the sum of the series. So the limit as n approaches infinity of Sn would be the limit as n approaches infinity of 3/4 minus a half into 1 over n plus 1 over n plus 1. So this is equal to, if we go direct substitution, it will be equal to 3/4 minus a half, 1 over infinity plus 1 over what? Infinity plus 1. Well, 1 over infinity is 0. 1 over infinity or plus 1 is still 0. So what you have inside the bracket is 0 plus 0. So let's put it anyway. 3 over 4 minus a half, 0 plus 0. So the answer here is what? 3/4. So is the series convergent? The answer is yes. And it converges to 3/4. It converges to 3/4.